Good morning, children. A very warm welcome to another session of remote learning. I'm Shailaja from Vidya Mandir English High School and Junior College. Today's subject, English Grammar. Class 7th, Lesson 19th. Topic, Framing Questions. Video number 43. Let's get started, children. WH questions and polar questions. They are also called as yes-no questions, children. Now, WH questions, they begin with WH words and ask for some information and expect some information about it. So, they always end with a question mark. They always end with the question mark. Now, what are the WH words? They are why, where, which, whose, whom, who, when, what, and how. How is also used as asking WH questions. Let's see the examples. First one, why are you not going for the picnic? Where is your pet dog? Which is the way to school? Whose bags are those? Whom should we talk to? Who is that man in the blue shirt? When did they leave for the picnic? What is his name? How is your health now? So all the WH underlined words, they are the WH words or they are the question words. Okay, they are the questions, asking questions and require and expect some information about the question asked. In the previous slide, we have seen the WH question words, children, and I have given you different examples there. Read them both, textbook and these. Now, WH questions can be framed by starting the sentence with the WH question word, followed by auxiliary or helping verb, then the subject and the rest of the sentence. So, how to form them? So, WH word plus auxiliary verb plus the subject plus the rest of the sentence. Look at the table on the screen. Examples are given. So, WH word, what have they planned for the party? So, what is WH word? Auxiliary verb is have, then subject, they, and rest of the sentence plan for the party. Next, WH word, where, auxiliary verb was, this book is the subject. Third one. Now tell me which is the WH word, auxiliary, subject, and rest of the sentence. When does the magician arrive? Similarly, fourth one. WH word, auxiliary, subject, and rest of the sentence. Tell me, children. Whom will we search for first? Clear, children? So we have seen WH questions and framing also, how to form them, framing WH questions I told you. Now we will see polar questions, or it is called yes or no questions. They are called as yes no questions. Now what are polar questions? Polar questions are ones to which the expected answer is a simple yes or no. They are also called as yes-no questions. Children, you understood? So, polar questions are ones in which the expected answer is equivalent of yes or no. They are also called as yes-no questions. These questions begin with an auxiliary and end with a question mark. For example, did she wash the clothes? Answer will be yes or no. Are you going for the picnic? Yes or no. Will you come to the doctor with me? Yes or no. Have you eaten the apple? Yes or no. So here, all these sentences, they are started with auxiliary and ended with question mark. Clear, children? Third one, question tags. A question tag is a short question added at the end of a sentence to find out if the listener agrees with what you have said or what you have told. Question tags always end with a question mark. Clear, children? So, how to form question tags? If the sentence is affirmative, affirmative means positive, the question tag has a negative in it. If the sentence is negative, the question tag is positive. For examples, the the boys were eating when they. Now, is this sentence a positive or a negative? It is positive because there is no negation in it. So it is positive. When the sentence is positive, the question tag will be in negative. So when they is the short form of were not. And after the sentence, you put a comma and then question tag, then question mark. Clear, children? Next one. The boys were not eating. Is this an affirmative or negative sentence? Negative sentence, because negative sentences, they have no, not, never, none, negation in their sentence. Then you will call it as negative sentences. So this is a negative sentence. So the question tag should be positive. So the boys were not eating, were they? Clear, children? Let's go to the second one. If the sentence has no auxiliary verbs or helping verbs such as is, could, has, have, etc., then add the words do, does, did in the question tag depending on the tense and subject. For example, the kids like ice cream, don't they? Now, don't is the short form of do not. As this is a positive, it has to be negative. Don't they? And there is no helping verb. So we used don't. Don't they? See the second one. Romy likes science fiction. Doesn't he? So here we used does. And does we use with the third person. He does, she does, it does. So Romy likes science fiction, comma, doesn't he? Now look at the third one. Those girls like the gifts, didn't they? So those girls like the gifts, comma, didn't they? Did not. Short form is didn't they? Clear, children? Now the third one. The pronoun at the end of the question tag should agree with the subject of the sentence. Now see the examples. First one. Which is the subject in the first sentence? Bats hang upside down, don't they? Which is the subject? Bats. So your question tag should agree with the subject bats. Okay, children? Now, bats hang upside down, don't they? So they. Who are they here? Bats. So it is agreeing. It is agreeing. So whenever you write, the subject of the sentence should agree with the end of the question tag. Okay, with the pronoun at the end of the question tag, it should agree with the subject. See the next one. He is a mischievous boy, isn't he? So here, which is the subject? He. So the pronoun at the end of the question tag should also agree with the subject. Is it agreeing in the sentence or not? Yes. He is a mischievous boy, isn't he? Understood, children? Yes. Now next one, fourth. The auxiliary in the tag for am. For am, we are using are. For am is are. Examples. I am doing the work, aren't I? Are not. Aren't I is a short form of are not. Aren't I? Clear, children? Next one. For imperative sentences. What are imperative sentences which gives commands or requests? They are called as imperative sentences. So the question tags are, will you, won't you, shall we, etc. for imperative sentences. Let's see the examples. Keep calm, will you? Hurry up, won't you? Let's swim in the sea, shall we? So, will you, won't you, and shall we? These are the question tags for imperative sentences. Clear, children? Just give a good revise again. Revise the topic and complete the exercises of page 50-51 in the textbook. And cross-check your answers with the answers at the back and revise the video again. In this way, your concepts will be clear. So until our next session, children, happy learning. Take care of yourselves. Thank you.